Morning comes early to the commercial fishing village at Pier 38 in Honolulu. This is the home of the United Fish Agency's Fresh Fish Auction and the final stop for the boats of Hawaii's commercial fishing fleet. It's the only fish auction of its kind between Tokyo and the eastern seaboard of the United States. And the tuna, swordfish, and other pelagic species brought to market here from the surrounding waters are world renowned for their quality and freshness. It's here on the auction floor, day after day, that fish buyers, representing domestic and international markets, aggressively bid on some of the ocean's most valuable and sought-after catch. One by one, these fish are wild-caught, brought to market, and then distributed across supply lines that end up on the dinner plates of restaurants and households across the continents. When the auction bell rings at the crack of dawn, it's hard to escape the feeling that something big and important is taking place that goes well beyond the livelihoods of those working within the fishing community. After all, nearly 50% of the world's population relies on the ocean as its primary source of protein. Behind each of these fish, there is a story that the average consumer rarely, if ever, has an opportunity to fully experience and appreciate. We can begin to grasp it by watching the action unfold on the auction floor. We can see how it ends up in the seafood sections of our favorite supermarkets. But in order to truly understand this story in its entirety, we must look to the high seas where it all begins and see for ourselves, from the perspective of the fishermen whose courage and sacrifice make this all possible. Meet Captain Hoàng An. He is Hawaii's first Vietnamese swordfish captain and has been fishing for tuna and swordfish in these waters since 1989. His boat, the Jackson T, is one of the biggest and best equipped in the Hawaii fleet, and as if that wasn't enough, he is also a renowned songwriter and poet, with thousands of fans around the world following on his website, which as of production boasts nearly 3 million hits. Hoàng is a larger-than-life character, and I knew he'd be the perfect captain to help me understand and experience the sights, sounds, and adventure of a Hawaii longline fishing trip. In late March, I caught up with Hoàng at Saigon Pho in Honolulu to talk fishing over a bowl of Chinatown's finest noodle soup. Hoàng told me that he would be delighted to have me as a guest on an upcoming swordfish trip, and after a thorough briefing on fishing boat safety and a crash course on life at sea, we made plans to embark on an unforgettable journey together. My goal was simple: to experience the seldom-seen aspects of the Hawaii fishing industry firsthand, to learn where the fish of the Hawaii Fish Auction come from, how they are caught, and to personally meet the unsung heroes operating behind the scenes of this high-energy industry. Little did I know at the time that I would never again look at the fish section of a market or the menu of a seafood restaurant the same way again.
The Jackson T leaves Honolulu for sword fishing grounds in the late morning of March 19th. The season is already well underway, and in order to find the elusive fish this late in the game, Captain Hoàng decides to travel 500 miles to the northwest, where his plan is to intercept the fish as they move south to warmer waters. Hoàng has supplies to last for up to 6 weeks out at sea, and he's prepared to spend all of it in order to fill his boat. But after more than 3 decades of fishing, Hoàng knows that there are no guarantees in this business. A successful trip takes much more than just hard work and experience to pull off. Yet to some extent, it comes down to sheer luck, and he's prepared for this as well. As his crew begin to prepare the boat for operation, Hoàng talks to a few of his fellow captains on the radio. There's a lot of water out here, and finding fish in the vast Pacific is not an easy task. By working together, Hoàng and his fellow fishermen stand a better chance at finding the proverbial needle in the haystack.